Hey everybody, thanks for joining me this morning. I'm going to talk a little bit about signs. If you're a new agent and you're wondering, should I buy signs now? Should I have them branded to me, etc.? So I've been buying signs for over 30 years. I've been through a lot of different options. So I wanted to list those here so that you don't waste your money or time, but especially your money. When you're starting out, you want to focus your energies on spending money where you're going to get a return. So, if you're needing, for example, you need for sale signs, directionals like the signs that say, home for sale and points in the direction of the home, open house signs or flags, sign writers, the ones that like say, pool or subdividable or great views or something like that, something extra and special about the house, and so on. So be sure that before you get into ordering signs, be sure you know your local ordinances for size, and regulations will probably change from town to town. So figure that out. Your broker might know, and if your broker doesn't know for your specific town, you can just call the town and ask them. Then some towns allow those, home for sale directionals, and some don't. So find out if your town does. If it does, it's great advertising, and so you should use them. But if they're not allowed, they're just going to get taken down, and you'll probably get a fine. So find that out and check each town that you work in. Also, if you're developing your own brand and logo, you might want your sign to reflect that. But if you're just starting out, you might want to just keep things simple and cheaper, and use a generic, company sign. In my case, it's eXp Realty. We have sign templates you can download right from our eXp Enterprise and just get those ordered. Pretty simple, very reasonable because they're not custom made. Make sure you don't buy too many of them because you're going to have to store them, and then you might decide in a couple of years that you do want to use branding. And so if you have too many of them, you've just wasted a lot of money. But think about how many listings you're planning to get at any given time. Will you have as many as 12 or 20 or 5 or 50? Whatever that is, that's how many signs you should have, so that you always have signs for all your properties. Now, in certain neighborhoods, for sale signs are not allowed. In fact, I used to live in a condo community and no for sale signs, not in the window, not in the front, nowhere. But there was a loophole. They allowed open house signs. So I had tons of open house signs that were branded to me, and I would plaster them, literally like a dozen in one little neighborhood. So everyone in the neighborhood knew I had a listing and I was having it open, and I would get a lot of the neighbors stop by, and that's how I would get a great market share in that community for listings. So let's see. Um, do, 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 do. Look for sales. So sign companies, like any other companies, have sales. And if you're not in an urgent need, and I would suggest not waiting until you're in urgent need of a sign, that you keep an eye out for sales, and you can reach out to me if you'd like the name of some companies that I've used that have done a good job and are reasonable. Look for sales and also compare with your local sign company. Couple of reasons for that. You're supporting your local economy and your local business, and that's always good, especially these days. And you would save on shipping, and you would also be talking to people in the shop. And that's a great opportunity to ask for business and referrals and create a more of a relationship than you ever could with like an online ordering sign company deal. So those are some tips that hopefully will help you. Let me know if you have any questions. I'm excited that you are going to be ordering signs. That means you're going to have lots of listings. Have a great day and go get them.